Now, Paul, he prophesied of what it was going to be like. Let's look at what Paul said people would be like in the future. People will be lovers of themselves. Do you see that today? People love themselves more than anything else.
Yeah.
Are we like that today?
Yes.
Even as Christians? That's what the world's taught us. That people will be lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy. It's just like it was written today, isn't it? Without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. That is what it looks like today. Hebrew poetry is a little hard on our ears. So we put it just straight out. This is a picture of society today. It's a picture of the evil of man. He goes on and says, they are the kind who worm their way into homes and gain control over gullible women who are loaded down with sins and are swayed by all kinds of evil desires, always learning, but never able to come to a knowledge of the truth. These teachers oppose the truth. They are men of depraved minds who, as far as the faith is concerned, are rejected. These are people who are not saved. Take advantage wherever they can. You know, the president has issued the order for stimulus checks to go out. How long did it take for scammers to start trying to get money from people and bank accounts from people, saying that they needed that information so that people could get their stimulus package? Not long at all, because evil people say, I can get what I want if I do this, and so I'm going to do whatever it takes to do this because I love me more than anything else. I love money. What I want matters the most. Now, since Paul has written this, there have been 7 deadly sins which aren't listed in the Bible, but the Bible teaches against them. Wrath, being angry, easily angry, frustrated at people, losing your cool. Doesn't always show itself outwardly. It can be something that you stuff down inside, and in that way, you take it, until finally it blows up at everybody, or whoever's right in your path. Gluttony. We often think of food on this, right? But gluttony can be anything. It can be, watching too much TV, spending too much time on your phone. It can be too much time listening to music or doing anything as well as food and alcohol and drugs and all sorts of things. It's overindulgence is what it is. Greed. More, me. Envy. I want what someone else has. Sloth. Y'all remember Sid the Sloth from Ice Age? Well, that wasn't too great of a picture of a sloth. A better picture of the sloth was the sloth. Now, I say Sid because he's more recognizable, but you remember in Zootopia when they went to the DMV and the sloth was there and it moved like this? Because a sloth is slow and lazy is what sloth has come to mean. Because oftentimes when you see a sloth in the wild, they didn't move. They just sat there and they laid there. Sloth is being lazy. Lust, that's a desire for something. And lust can be a good thing and a bad thing, but many times when it's used as a bad thing. It's a want for something that is often forbidden for you. And pride. I'm number one. I'm the best. Everything should revolve around me. I really don't like preaching this sermon because I think everything ought to be done the way I want it done. But that's the truth of the situation is that this is evil in the world, but the world has taught us to be this way. So evil exists. Who was it that said, I have met the enemy and he is me? Pogo. I have met the enemy. He is me. When we fight against these things, we have to fight against ourselves. You know, why doesn't God just wipe out all the evil in the world? Because we'd be gone too. Ever asked that question? Why didn't God just wipe out all the evil people in the world? We don't like to think about the evil that's within ourselves, but it's there in our sinful man. So what do we do about it? You know, I think okay. So I messed up my slides, but we'll go to this one. We'll go back to those other ones in a minute. So we know evil exists. So the psalmist is going to pray for justice. Here's what he prays. Now, he's already asked God, where are you at? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? Here's what he says next. In verse 12, he says, Arise, Lord, lift up your hand, O God. Do not forget the helpless. Don't act like you don't see what's going on. Don't forget the helpless. Why does the wicked man revile God? Why does he say to himself, He won't call me to account? But you, God, see the trouble of the afflicted. You consider their grief and take it in hand. The victims commit themselves to you. You are the helper of the fatherless. So the psalmist is praising God after he calls him to wake up. He's praising God because he knows that the Lord is the God of the helpless, the defender of the defenseless, that He takes care of the people that need help, that He looks out for the downtrodden, He looks out for the victims. And so what does he call on God to do next? Break the arm of the wicked man. Call the evildoer to account for his wickedness that would not otherwise be found out. See, there's so much corruption in the world. And sometimes it makes it into the court. Sometimes it makes it into the law enforcement. So the psalmist is saying, God, break his arm. Break his power. Break his ability to do these things to other people. And call him to account and make him pay for the things that he's done that the world's not calling him to account to, or the world can't catch him in. God, you see it. You pay him back. You take care of it. Now, David is a king who wrote this. David says, God, you take care of this. David who had armies. David who had trusted people. David who had 30 mighty men. Had all these people at his disposal. And he couldn't stop the evil man. And so he says, God, I can't do it. You do it. You're the God of these people. You take care of the evil man. I can't do it. You do it.